Hello, welcome back to SnowRunner. This is my difficult mode. Hey Rio, how you doing? Long time no see. Welcome in. Hey Chester. So today, I got to see what we got to do. What kind of trouble we're going to cause. Means, let's go over here. That one is only waiting for the trailer to be delivered because everything else is done. Yes, and we're not delivering the trailer yet. Yep, this is a new series starting right from scratch. Hey, Mr. Joe, how you doing? So we're not working on Pipe Dream. Husky Forwarding. Fuel order. All right. Let's accept this one. We're going to follow the fuel order. Why not? Right? Cargo container, picking up out of the quarry. It's always a fun time. Well, today, currently, we are going to work on a little more trouble. See if we can't get lost. We're going to start out with this fuel order that delivers to the warehouse up at the top of the mountain and picks up a cargo container out of the quarry. Always a good time. You can never spend too much time in a quarry. And again, currently, because you see I have $14,100, so guess what truck we're taking? That's right. We're taking the Fleet Star. Actually, we're going to go back in. I'm going to put the sideboard bed back on it because this is just a regular cargo container. It is not an oversized cargo container. So we'll go back in there and put the sideboard on. Of course, I've probably got it stuck on another truck in the other garage, which means I'll have to... Nope, it's right there. Ha ha! Now, the only problem here is you see how much of that sticks out past the rear axle. In there watching a little bit of Zing on the PTS. Any plans for the 4th of July? Going out kayaking with a coworker in the morning, but after that I'm probably going to come back here, maybe get a little yard work done, and then do some streaming later in the evening. Fleet Star's not a bad truck. No big barbecues? No big barbecues for me. Can't afford it with the prices of meat and stuff anymore. because they're all scammers and the contract guys. Yeah. Here I was getting ready to drive through the water. I got a perfectly good bridge right in front of me. Oh, it's times 2. I don't know if I can pull a trailer with this one. I'm not going to take that 4-slot ramp flatbed that's down below. But if I can pull one, I'll grab a sideboard out of here. I can sell it back off once we get up top. Otherwise, we're making a couple of trips. That's one trailer I won't pull if I don't have to. Oh, look, the double lugging semi-trailer has made it in. There we go. Now, at some point, I'm going to have to pull that other trailer up out of there. It's for no other purpose than to get rid of it. But I don't intend on doing it loaded if I don't have to. Economical discipline raised a lot in your mat making. Today you put some configurations that made the mat look stunningly beautiful. Incredible. Done with it. All right. Look forward to seeing it at some point there, Chester. As soon as it gets approved for console. Surely it will. Waiting for it. Did we notice season 16 on PTS? Yep, I was just over watching Zings doing a playthrough of it right now. Trying not to watch too much of it though, just because I like to be able to explore the map for myself and find new things and things like that. So I don't want to spoil it for myself. $16 on PTS already, must be getting to age where time begins to speed up. Oh, trust me, time really begins to speed up after a while. You ain't anywhere close to that point yet. Oh, yeah, that's right. They kind of wanted you to take those ones. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this trailer, and hook up to that one, unpack it, and swipe the cargo off. Because I am not pulling that big old long honking thing around that corner again. I've done it like 3 or 4 times. Hey, Tam, welcome in. How you doing? Uh-oh. My crate not working the way it's supposed to. I'm doing good myself. Glad to hear you're all right. No lights, come on, y'all can do better. Thanks, Tam. Appreciate you. Appreciate you getting the reminder out there. There we go. All right. Now this should be a little bit easier to weasel my way back up this hill. Get around the corner a lot easier. Keep it okay? Been a minute since caught you? Yeah, it's been a little bit. But I've been doing all right. Started a new playthrough here. It's what I'm calling my difficult mode, because it's not hard mode, but it's not normal mode either. It does have one minor flaw in the way I set it up, and that's the fact that I accidentally applied no damage when I was trying to apply paying for repairs. Come on, get up there. Caught on a rock or something. Otherwise, you have to pay to recover, pay for fuel, pay for repairs that you don't need. I mean, I suppose if you find a vehicle out in the lot that needs to get fixed up, you'll have to pay for that. Starting out only using the game trucks that you are given until after Michigan is completed, and then the DLC trucks become available, and whatever trucks are in the new regions. No jumping from one region to the next. I have to complete them in order. Anyone who likes this stream is a living legend. All right. Go ahead and put that challenge out there, Tam. You've got to pay for auto loading. Chester says, I am a legend. Sounds like an interesting playthrough. Yep. Hey, Hat. Zing. Money through you for copying a series. Oh. See, here I am reading chat, not looking where I'm going. Almost ended up right back down in the bottom again. That would have done me any good. Still hooked on trucking? That's good. There's a couple of trucking simulator games that are available for PlayStation, but you know, looking at them, the graphics just look really cheesy. And I don't know if I really that interested in some of them ones. You know, if there's no real quality to them, I don't know if I want to try spending the money on them. ATS and ETS have put a lot of time and stuff into getting their games right. Stop reading chats. It's dangerous, except my chats. Those are safe. Played a few on Xbox. You know, like I said, I haven't played any of them ones yet. I've looked at them a couple times, and you know, if you're going to spend the money on it, you want it to look nice. Hey, Sergey, welcome in. Again. Don't you, ah! Wait, my engine's still running. Can I reach anything useful? I don't think so. There's nothing useful, though. Doesn't do me any good to have a running engine if I can't... Wait, rain. Haha. See if I can get repositioned here and snag those things once I get past this point. How far'd they go? Might be reachable. Heard that scream a few times, never gets old. I guess I need to get my anchors up. That horn gave you a flashback? Here, I'll do it again. There you go. We don't want you to be without your flashbacks. Good. Or not good. I don't think this is going to be strong enough to pick them up from there. I have a problem. See the log in the mud? Tractor, the Western Star, get out of my head, Mud Runner. All right, well, we're back on our wheels. Let's maybe try to bring them back up one at a time. Of course, this is where fuel's going to become an issue. We'll get the trailer up here on the road. Hey there, Ged. What's going on? Triple trailer full of scrap cars headed for Glasgow. Think of Montana. Kenny K100 cab over. Yeah. Hate quick jobs in ATS. Jeez. Come on, get up there. What was my favorite meal when I was overseas? That's kind of hard to say because we've had all kinds of different meals over there. Ah, you know, climb the hill. MREs. Now, I did have a favorite MRE. Did have a favorite one of those. Chicken tetrazzini. But you had to put the hot sauce on it. All right, I'm going to have to go back, get some fuel. Automatic. Not the Chili Mac. No, Chili Mac was okay, but it was definitely not my favorite. Beef stew was pretty good. All right, we'll go over here, get some fuel. How about this fat button? Got to recover those containers. Yep, that's what I'm going to do as soon as I get some fuel. I was not planning on needing to buy a trailer for fuel right there, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. One moment, guys. Okay. All right, now we're going to try bringing these up the hill one at a time. Can you join with a Chernobyl on top? Yeah, Rio, you can go ahead and join in if you want. Who knows? It might be handy to have a secondary vehicle running around here just for when I flip my truck over. Because right now I only pretty much limited on vehicles that I have and limited on funds. So, and with paying for recoveries, the goal is to not recover. Got a fleet start on your multiplayer, that's about it. Well, see, that's what I'm running with right now. Do I want fuel or a flatbed? Flatbed would probably be more useful, really. In fact, if you're pulling out a flatbed, you can head over this way, and instead of loading this into this trailer, we could load one on you and load one on me. There's no time skip in this one, so when it gets dark, it's just dark. Poor containers. What they contain is surely broke. Well, it's supposed to be part of a fuel order, so I should give you some idea as to what they contained. probably should come all the way down here so I'm a little more level. Hold on. Gotta set that brake before I go in there. Inbound? Alright. I'm loading up the second container and then I'll head back up the hill. Alright, well, here we go. Alright, well, I'm going to need you to come down the hill here and put me back on my wheels. When you get here. Moving along pretty good. What do you got, a turbo on that thing? Should be your next left. A big supercharger. Ah, the joyous sound of a Fleet Star coming to rescue a Fleet Star. Look, my horn don't even work right now. If you hook onto me, I'll pull the winch and it should get me back up there. Just attach and let me pull it. All right, now to pick that container back up again. Yeah, I am still stock engine and everything. That container is suffering. It's gonna suffer in a minute. Yeah, what we'll do, Rio, when we get up here, I'll take this other container out of this trailer and we'll load that one on you. All right, go ahead and pack that up. This is going all the way up the hill to the warehouse. Race me? Well, you might win because I got that crane on here too, which reduces some of your power to weight. So. See who makes it to the top without flipping first. Well, you're not supposed to let me take you on the inside. Actually, Chester, because it was on the inside, that would be an undertake. Rocky Zone incoming. Turning asphalt. Now with some trucks I would take some of them shortcuts up through the trees, but this truck, not so much. Oh, look at that, he's getting me. Ah, I can't turn. I got too much weight behind my wheels, picking my wheels. I want a nice clean race, ladies and gentlemen. No hitting below the belt. Intense racing. Don't get too frisky over here. Somebody will end up going over the edge. Oh. He got me. But again, as y'all can see by looking at my HUD there, I am stock as stock can be in this thing, other than having changed the tires and added a crane and a sideboard bed. Ooh, I seen that. You almost went over. Speeding towards the destination. Ah. And Rio is pulled out of sight. I think you're on mushrooms. Good mushrooms, I hope. How you doing, Bobby? Eat my rubber. Supposed to be eat my dust. Doing good? I'm good. I'm good. A little bit of snow runner tonight, going kayaking tomorrow, vacation all next week. Of course, it's more of a staycation. I will be right here, so. All right, let's unload this stuff there, Rio. Go ahead and unload. Nice of me to show up. Well, you know, I figured I'd let you take the lead on this one. Watch out for them hillbillies. Alright, fuel order. That's a beast of a vehicle you got there. Not quite top of the line yet, though. Plenty to do before you're king of the road. 280 XP, 2,900 cash. Remember Deliverance? You know, I have never actually seen Deliverance all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Never seen it all the way through though. I can't find any of the you know, they don't have it on Netflix and stuff, so. All right. What's next? Do 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 do. You don't want to hear a hillbilly say, "You sure do got a purty mouth." All right. I think what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and do this, the essentials order. It's 2 bricks, 2 wooden planks, and 2 fuel. Now, one thing I don't know if you're aware yet, Rio, is that in order for auto loading, you have to pay for auto loading. And because you don't have a crane, we'll just both have to go to the same locations, and I can load you up. So let's start tracking that. Everything's going to the farm. We can pick up. We got wooden planks. There's a couple of wooden planks en route. Bricks are from the warehouse down there behind the trailer store at the dam. Yeah, I've got. I don't need any fuel right now. I've got a fuel trailer down at the warehouse, down at the trailer store down by the dam. So what we need to do is there's a trailer with wooden planks on it, unless it got moved, up here behind the fisherman's house. Yeah, it's still there. So we'll get our wooden planks there. Oh, you've got planks already? All right, cool. So then we'll head down the hill. I'll get the bricks from down here, and then we can pick up the fuel barrels from over at the gas station. So let's head back down the hill. Race home. I might have you on this one because you're loaded. I'm not. Dad, can we have mac and cheese? Only if it's Kraft, Bobby. Only if it's Kraft. That's quite the motor you got in that thing there, Rio. Denying your son now? Never denial, just telling you got to pick the right kind. What the shit you're talking about? Yeah, I would have been a whole lousy 14 years old at that time. Hey there, Steve. How you doing? All right, Rio, I'm hearing an awful lot of winching going on back there. You're not getting stuck, are you? Long day, off to bed, drop and say hi? All right. Thanks for stopping in there, Steve. Have yourself a good night's sleep. Chester, bro, what the... What the what, Chester? Check the map. Uh-oh. Oh, somebody took a shortcut. Took the shortcut down through the side of the mountain, didn't you? Can we go to the park tomorrow and fly kites? Chester says, no, buddy, and I'm not your dad. All right, now let's get these bricks. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's where they're supposed to go. That just cost me money I didn't want to spend. When I'm wanting to auto load, I end up putting them on the platform. When I want them on the platform, I auto load. Don't need you anymore. I'm going with Rio.
Ah, get in there. There we go. Gotta go, be back in 30. All right, Rio. All right, we will swing in here and top off. And refuel. It's all good. I'll be a foster dad while Rio's gone. That's awful kind of you, Tam. Can't believe the man neglecting his kid like that. This stream has been weird, weirdly weird. Weird because Tam's back in chat. Oh, come on. Wasn't even trying to end up back down here because of all the rocks. Just happened to catch a rock that sucked me down. Could say it, that dude's a Fruit Loop. Alright, get these bricks dropped off and head over for the fuel. I don't think this one's been activated yet, so I may as well activate it while I'm here. All right, hungry workers. This is apparently Dyson Diesel Management has prioritized materials and equipment deliveries above food and water. The workers are living off basic rations and morale is not looking good. Can you pick up the slack? We'll pick it up, but it ain't slack on our part, buddy. Hey, look, daytime's coming back around. Took us all night to drive up the mountain and back. Okay, Mummy. I don't know if I want to know who Mummy is. I mean, we got like 3 different daddies in here. We're taking a long way around to get the fuel. Going crazy. Now you can't go someplace you're already at. And just remember, those nice young men in their clean white coats, they're coming to take me away, haha, to the funny farm. The life is good and the grass is green and the trees are beautiful. They're coming to take me away. Haven't heard that in years. I had a stepdad that actually had that on a 45. Actually, I think he had it on a 78. He used to listen to it all the time. Let's see, now I'm going to have to reposition a little bit here. Making sure not to park my truck in the zone. Yeah, he had a lot of stuff like that, and a lot of Spike Jones records, and some of the old comedians. I always enjoyed listening to them. Of course, I got my daughter hooked on things like Abbott and Costello. Sister says Bobby went crazy. Do you need a hug from Daddy? Fact, Tam, that reminds me, how's your little girl doing? The last time we talked, she wasn't feeling well. Always welcome hugs. Gotta go. Have a nice one. All right, Chester. We'll talk to you later. Don't shout. It's hurting my eyes. She's all good? Awesome. Nothing like delivering some hazardous material, explosive material, while drinking a Labatt's. That's safe, right? All right, 1, 2, the essentials. With these supplies, Holland's fertilizer and a 388. Nice. With these supplies, they'll be able to keep up the supply to town. One less crisis on our hands. It's SnowRunner. All right. $4,100 cash. I didn't see what the XP was. It was made by people when they were drunk. Probably. That would explain a lot. I know one mod map maker that admits to that. So likely driving drunk in this game is the best way. Alright, Husky 40, materials order. Concrete slabs times 2. Consumables times 2. And metal beams times 1. Pick those up there. They're going to the service hub. And then the consumables, of course, pick up where I'm at and go to the preacher's house, which should be over here. And the metal beams, of course, they pick up way up there. Almost, I don't know if it's closer to go over to Black River and go to town storage and get those. And they, of course, go to the quarry. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. We may as well grab the consumables while we're here. Start tracking that. Cargo management. On the loading platform. Of course, I suppose I don't really have to rotate these because they'll automatically rotate when I pack them. And load those. Let's see if that works. Look at that, like a charm. Professionalism and all that. Where? Well, you know, I didn't say what kind of professionalism, I just said it's professionalism. I mean, look how long I've been driving right next to this fence, and I haven't destroyed it yet. I destroyed parts of it, but not the whole thing. Why do I have 2 floating wooden planks over here? Alright, tell me I'm not the only one seeing that. There are two wooden planks floating in midair, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can't snag those with the crane and at least get them setting on the ground and make them legit. What other kind of planks are there? They always float. Yeah, but they're not supposed to float in midair. And here's the crazy thing is I know Rio delivered them for that last load. That's the only truck that went through here with planks. Yeah, they can at least fall down. I don't mind that. Well, at least next time I need some, I know I've got some. I'll take the extras. I don't mind. Unless they disappear when the session ends. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to run over to Black River and get the metal beams from town storage. I think that's faster than driving all the way up to the top of the mountain again. Plus, then that'll drop off at the quarry. We come out of the quarry, go straight over to the warehouse there, get our concrete slabs, and bring them back this way. Did quite a bit on half a tank of fuel. And we got enough to get over there and get back to my fuel trailer. just being picky. The old Fleet Star, she does okay just going through mud and stuff. Especially when she's empty. There's a few areas it struggles. You're back? Alright. Welcome back, Rio. Fleet Star is awesome. Yeah, I like the Fleet Star. It's a good truck. As long as you don't have to pull a 5 slot. Yeah, the fifth wheel sits too far back on it. Some of them it's too far back, some trucks it's too far forward. Yeah, I can't steer on the hills. Oh, come on, you've seen me driving. I can't steer on the flats. Especially can't steer that roller with the tires on the back. It works good. She's a little twitchy though. after this contract's done, I'll have to check my account and see if I can maybe upgrade the engine and the gearbox on this thing. Do Pipe Dream? I'm trying to hold off. The only thing left on Pipe Dreams is turning in that trailer, and I'm trying to hold off on that because I have to pay for fuel. So I'm kind of using that for my fuel station right now. That's the only reason that one's not been completed yet. Give me a second and I'll take a look when I get through the gateway here and figure out where we can go. All right, what do we got? Well, if you fancy a little logging, you can start on timber for the locals. The consumables on which one? I already did consumables for materials order. The only thing left here is the metal beams on my truck and the concrete slabs. Which... you know, the concrete slabs pick up pretty much where I'm dropping off at. I'll tell you what you could do if you want. You could take a truck, go down and tow the International Transtar back up to the garage. If you feel like a challenge. Dark again, and it looks like it's getting ready to rain. Your Fleet Star disappeared? Really? It's not in your garage? Because yeah, when you left the game earlier, it would have disappeared with you. But it should still be in your garage. Oh, you got to scroll all the way to the bottom of your trucks list. If you didn't recover it to your garage before you left, like if you just left the game, it'll be all the way at the bottom of your list. Yeah, you got to go to truck storage and scroll all the way down. Ain't there, huh? That's weird. Ah, gigantic frickin' tires. The nemesis of the Wayfarer. Alright. Then I can get that ramp flatbed out of here while I'm down here. At least I don't have anything on it this time to fight pulling it out of here. It comes around that corner just fine when you don't have a couple of containers on it. Nearly there. Oh yeah, you're getting up there. Pulling it with a Scout. I started that process the other day and she was a slow drag. I mean, the advantage is the Transtar move under its own power once you get it up onto some level ground and stuff. See you coming. Yeah, I think once you get that thing on pavement, you can use that to pull the Scout the rest of the way back to the garage. Look at that. Excellent work. Excellent work, Rio. Swing around here and get these concrete slabs. Shove that trailer out of the way a little bit, or more into the way. I'm not sure what I just accomplished. Where do you want it? Just go ahead and park it up at the garage. Alright. Cargo management. Concrete slab. Crane mode. See, that would have been my pay for repair hubs. Now that I don't need to repair anything. Like I say, unless it's a vehicle that I find out on the map somewhere broke down. Aw, thought I was gonna miss it. No such luck. Turn that all-wheel drive off. Don't need to keep burning up fuel for the sake of burning up fuel. Floating rocks. I got a feeling I'm holding up traffic. I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you. Oh. Did you get stuck over here trying to take a shortcut? I say, don't you know that Transstar's not an off-road vehicle? Ramming speed, Captain. Look at that. That was a nice smooth pass. Keeping her in our own lane. Of course, AI drivers wouldn't be very happy anyhow. They're a bunch of road hogs. Did you pull in good? Give me a second and I'll check it out here real quick. Let me get this pulled in and we'll take a look. Oh yeah, you're good. It's golden. Go back outside, get this delivery made. Concrete slabs. 1, 2. Materials order. There's a lot of people around here that owe you a real debt of gratitude for the work you're doing. Keep it up. They owe me more than gratitude. 730 XP, 5,000 cash. We'll accept that. And now we can go get rid of this trailer. I don't want to say they're entirely useless, but as a ramped trailer, it's entirely useless. Was this task accepted yet? I don't know. Yes. We'll sell that one. Listen to that engine purr. Look at that. Now, even if I don't do anything else with it, she does need to have the company colors. Spent a lot of gas. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Could put a bed on it. Yeah, I like to use them for fuel trucks because you can keep them on the paved roads and pretty much drive them to any point on a paved road. Okay, what do we got? That's all logging. That's still locked. Looks like other than the logging, everything is locked until we turn that other trailer in. Alright, how much cash do I have on hand? I have $19,750. I have a few trailers I could sell to get a little bit more, but I think we're going to have to do some of these tasks. Get some of them knocked out of the way. More fuel. Deliver 2 of them to the forester's house. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start tracking that. And customize this guy a little bit. See if I can't do something with him. I do have an upgraded engine. So we'll put that on. We'll sell the old one. Gearbox. Oh, I'm stuck with it. Somewhere in Michigan. Hey, your Fleet Star's back? Nice. So I'm stuck with the gearbox, but I was able to get a little bit better engine. Yeah, it could have just been a multiplayer glitch. I don't know. The 9 lurkers. Well, the lurkers count too. I spent my fair share of time lurking on streams and stuff. Sometimes you just run it in the background while you got other things you're doing. Sam says, I'm not lurking, I'm trucking. Yeah, Sergey's not a lurker. Just playing some roadcraft. Do hungry workers? Alright, cool. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Tam's hauling hay bales. Well, then I know who I'm recruiting for Season 8. There's a lot of hay bales there. That and when we get to North Carolina. You lost SnowRunner? How did you do that one, man? Gotta be there somewhere. Oh, good. It's starting to get dark, and I gotta head to the forester's house. It'll magically disappear when you get to season 8. Oh, I see how that is. Your shortcut went wrong. You need help? Alright, let me see where you're at here real quick. Pull over and check the map. Oh, alright. I'm on my way. I'm heading that direction right now. Check out your decal. Still been meaning to get back on SnowRunner and come join it. Just been busy. Tonight's the first night in a while. Managed to do any gaming. Yeah, no worries. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my SnowRunner nights, Tam. Of course, next week while I'm on vacation, I may do a little bit more during the day. It'll be some pop-up ones or whatever. I'll still follow my regular streaming schedule in the evening, but probably during the daytime, depending on what I got going on. Got Roadcraft too? Sweet. Done the first map. Yeah, Sergey and I pretty much completed the game. And now we're going back through on what I call the cleanup crew. We are collecting all the scrap that we can, paving all the AI routes, you know, any of the main roads, just kind of cleaning the map up a little bit, make it look a little nice. Danke. No problem. No problem, Rio. See, now you're going to get yourself stuck again. Kind of like I just did somehow. There we go. That's typical. Nine. Wonder if this farmer ever gets tired of people driving through his farm just to get back here to the lumber mill. Keep forgetting you don't have mud tires. Guess who's stuck? So guess who's stuck? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say MJ. MJ is stuck. Because it wouldn't be real. Alright, 1 minute. I'll have to see if I got the ability to get you unstuck. Where are you at? Wow, you never even made it out of the farm? Sheesh. Okay. Hang on. Rio sounds like the stallion of men. Oh, see, part of it got right, because it did not restock all of my stuff on my roof rack going back to the garage. So part of my thing works good. Pasture that looks dry. Guess what? It's not. Oh, I know what happened. All of a sudden, everything got quiet. The freaking volume control for my headset's on the cord, and it's real touchy. If my arm just touches it, it turns the volume up or down. We got nice screenshots at least. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me one here pretty quick. Just for the thumbnail. Oh, there's a good squishy spot. Very good. All right, try to stay on some dry roads. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting my stuff delivered here. It's dark. I'm scared. I do like the work they did with like the moon and the clouds moving across the sky. Hey there, Rio. Made it into the Discord voice chat, huh? You're muted? Alright, I gotta check something here real quick though. While we're here. Alright, so that's not gonna work that way. Because when somebody joins into the Discord voice chat, it seems like it gets quieter. So what I need to do is adjust my settings. See, there we go. Let's see how that sounds. That's a little bit better. Someone was telling me the other day that it seemed like it got a lot quieter while using the voice. So I need y'all to let me know how the sound is right now, so I know if I need to adjust the game sounds over the over my audio any further. I gotta turn the game sound up, turn the mic volume up, whichever way it has to go. Just go ahead and let me know. New trailer discovered. Good already? Okay, cool. Alright, cargo management. Fuel. 1, 2. This is more fuel. That's a lot of fuel. Let's hope they practice good fire safety, eh? If they're having bonfires with that, there's something wrong. 180 XP, 1900 cash. Alright. Alright, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream right there for the night. I thank you all for watching. And I thank you, Rio, for your help and your assistance tonight. If you guys like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live and possibly have help during those live streams. And until then, we will see you next time.